Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Dark Souls podcast.
Global Gamer Podcast now,
Oh,
remember.
that's right.
Yeah,
I
we had to
forgot.
change the name for copyright reasons.
That's right. That's right. The Dark Souls podcast is now dead, and we're never going back to it. I'm going to miss it really dearly. We had a lot of fun times on the Dark Souls podcast, and it lasted for good months and stuff. So I'm sad that we have to kill it now. And the good news is we're starting a brand new podcast that's exactly the same, and no one will probably care or even notice. But it's still gonna hurt me. It hurts me. I'll remember. Anyway, welcome back to the now global gaming podcast, and Inquisitor is back with us this time.
Nope.
So, we're a threesome again. And it's going to be another one of those times where we only have a couple of topics, so hopefully it'll get fun. First thing we'll talk about is the fact that Nier Automata is coming to not the PC, to the Xbox One. Do you guys have any thoughts on this? Surprised? Not surprised?
Supposedly coming to the Xbox One. Keep in mind, I only saw Crap Gamer's rumor video on it, so
Right.
I mean, I can see it happening because it was a multiplat to begin with, and if it does come out, I mean, awesome. I hope they have fun with the game.
Yeah.
Port the game.
I really want to get Nier Automata, but I still haven't got it yet just because life and a whole bunch of other things. But that's gonna be probably my next big buy. So I'm looking forward to playing it, and if it is true, I'm glad to hear that Xbox One gamers will get it.
Mm-hmm.
But like we were talking before this podcast, do you guys think that it would sell well on the Xbox One, or do you think it'll sell poorly?
Due to their history with Japanese games, it's probably going to sell poorly.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably, but still, you never know.
I mean, I'd say that's why Scalebound was cancelled for the Xbox for that reason.
Well,
If they do, sorry.
No, well, I'm sorry too. With Scalebound, it sounded like there was a lot of other I mean, I might have been part of it, but there was a lot of drama behind the scenes and stuff. Apparently, Scalebound was a game that Platinum had wanted to make since its inception, and Hideki Kamiya, the director, if you know anything about him, he's kind of a no nonsense kind of guy who doesn't like playing by the rules. He literally snuck in certain mechanics into the Wonderful 101 a month or two before it was officially released without anyone noticing. That's because he wanted to do that. And I think one time he had what was it? Oh yeah, one time he had one of his games, I can't remember which one. It was focus tested, and some kid apparently said that, oh, I don't like this character in your game. I think it's stupid or whatnot. And he told that kid to get the fuck out and just completely ignored it. So with that in mind,
Wow, what a nice guy.
that and he's kind of a jerk. To be fair, he does kind of sound like a no nonsense kind of guy who's I have a vision for my game. I want to do it this way. So knowing that, I'm really surprised that he kind of butt heads with a big corporation like Microsoft.
Not surprising.
To be fair, I don't know if he actually said to the kid, "Get the fuck out." I think he just I'm paraphrasing it.
This is the guy who created Bayonetta, so maybe he did.
He might have did. All I know for certain is that apparently a kid focus tested one of his games, and he said he hated this, and he just completely ignored it. That's all I know. And apparently he just said "get out of here" or something like that. He wasn't taking that whatsoever. He was completely ignored it. It was no, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing things the way I want to do. This is a stupid idea. And that and Hideki Kamiya, say what you will about him, he's always been very vocal about 60 FPS on his games. He's always really pushed that, and you can tell from the gameplay, or at least from what I can tell from the few gameplay demos that are shown from Scalebound, it was suffering a little bit in terms of frame rate, considering how ambitious and whatnot it was. So all that combined, it's sounds like, I don't know, some of this I will admit is inferencing based on what I know of the developer and what I know of what's going down, but I wouldn't be surprised to find out there was more than a few arguments between Microsoft and Hideki Kamiya.
Yeah.
So
that combined with the fact there probably wasn't much of an audience for the game, I guess that didn't help.
What are you talking about? Like a lot of people were like crying on Twitter.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Oh, sorry, misunderstood. Yeah, well, I remember a joke from the YouTuber Gaming Brit show where he said, "Hope Xbox One enjoyers are enjoying their Phantom Dust and Crackdown 3." That just made me think, yeah, wow, things certainly are great on the Xbox side.
Yep.
I'm so sad that Scalebound got canceled. It's like such a cool game and stuff and whatnot, but maybe one day it'll come back. Probably not. Maybe one day.
I kind of doubt it. They're kind of like EA. Once they shit can something, there's very little chance it's going to come back.
Yeah. Either way, though, at least Platinum still had Nier Automata to help them out and stuff. So at least there's that. Still though, like
Platinum Games is a pretty good developer, though. They don't have to worry too much about.
Yeah, but the reason why. Yeah, but I think for a while, like they mostly make really great games and stuff, Platinum Games. But for a while, they went on a weird streak where they're making weird licensed games that I heard very varied in quality and stuff. So like I think for a while, and after combining that with Scalebound, there were some people I was talking to who were like they're really worried about Platinum because this was fresh off. It had been a while before they. This was around the time when Scalebound was canceled. I was talking to some people, and they were really worried about Platinum because they hadn't made a really great game in a while, and there was like they made some weird licensed ones, and that's what so people were worried. But with the release of Nier Automata and the coming of Bayonetta 3, it looks like things are good again. So
yep.
I don't have much to worry about.
I mean, it's always the problem with Platinum Games. It's always been, well, the games are incredibly weird and somewhat niche. I mean, try to explain Bayonetta to someone who's never played it. What would you say?
I would say,
or Nier Automata to someone who's never played it. I mean, how could you possibly describe that game?
I would say it's about
with Nier than they would with Bayonetta. I'll tell you that.
I could somewhat describe Bayonetta. Bayonetta is a game where you play a witch who likes to take off her clothes a lot. Who no.
Who likes to cover her body with her own hair.
Bayonetta is a game where you play as a witch who likes to fight a bunch of men and angels and kills a bunch of those things. And her ultimate attack is where she takes off all her clothes and does this weird thing with her hair. And there's also,
yeah, we should make that a hashtag. Describe Bayonetta to someone who's never played it.
It's also as I described in my one of the other podcasts, it's also very pro-feminist and very anti-men. I've played Bayonetta, and a lot of men characters are idiots and stupid, but all the females are really smart and good. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so.
Well, the main bad guy's a man. I wouldn't say he's stupid.
Yeah, but like he's a bad guy. It's a male is a bad guy. Don't you see a problem with that?
No, men do tend to be bad guys.
Yeah.
I mean, they have ambition.
Yeah, but a male villain, a woman hero, doesn't that strike as? Couldn't you see the Bayonetta as being a metaphor for a strike?
Not unless you're seriously reaching for it.
No. Well, Final Fantasy X has a female hero and a male villain. I don't see that as anything.
Well, I've been watching too much of Stephen.
Well, Final Fantasy X has a effeminate male hero.
That is true.
If you can really call him the hero, I still say Yuna's more the hero. She grows the most, in a sense.
In 10-2, it's all
That's
girls,
for sure.
And like there's another male villain. Like, I want to let you know, I get all of this from watching Stephen Molyneux's videos, which are so reaching and so, like, one thing I like to do to this podcast is when I do these reaching things, like, Bayonetta is about striking the patriarchy. I'm entirely parodying Stephen Molyneux's videos, because each and every one of his videos are so reaching and so retarded. Like, oh my god, I'm not kidding you. He did a video on Zootopia where he was saying, like, so, naturally, man has been known to do the strong things, and women have been known to calm down and do this. And in this movie, like, all the predators, which are male, and, like, there's the prey, and the rabbit tries to go out of her way, which renders you female, and the males are portrayed this, and I'm just like, what the fuck? This is a fucking kid's movie! Okay? I'm pretty certain Disney doesn't, like, try to put these
It wasn't so much a commentary on gender thing. It was actually more of a commentary on the whole drug control thing that was going on in the
Yeah.
U.S.
Yeah, but it's just like the level of reach. That's just one example of the level of reach that Stephen Molyneux does. So, anytime I do like any reaching thing, it's to make fun of him. It's just wants to throw that out there, just because I like hating on. I love throwing salt to people I really dislike.
Yeah, that's why we like you on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's why I like guys like Rick Mercer.
Yeah. It's like I like to be very honest on people, not necessarily people I dislike, but people's content I kind of like really hate and stuff. I like to be very vocal on it. And so like maybe not necessarily in the comments section, but like just somewhere. Because especially with people who I feel get undeserved amounts of praise. Like I like to constantly scroll through Stephen Molyneux's comment section and videos like that, and all of them are just like, "Wow, Stephen, you're so smart, you're so intelligent, so great," and I feel like driving a nail through my freaking head because I'm like, "Are these people really this fucking retarded?"
Is somebody jelly, Papa G? Is that what this is?
I'm not jelly. I'm salty. I'm incredibly fucking salty. I'm salty that so many people like I worked so hard trying to explain to my friends and family why I like certain things, and they get easily confused. Yet here's this asshole Stephen Mon who's making these shitty videos on media that he probably honestly just sits there and like thinks, what conspiracy theory can I play today? What would be the most way to make my audience love me today? And just like puts random words together, tries to sound intelligent, and shits out a video and says, "Look how smart I am." That's all he does.
Yeah, it sounds like you're jelly.
Yeah, I'm a little jelly. If the fucking shitty YouTuber gets thousands of views, meanwhile I'm here stuck on a podcast with you guys, and like no one likes me. I want attention. I want people to love me. Why won't people love me? I'm smart too, damn it.
Wow, now Papa G's had a breakdown.
How do I respond to this?
Oh no, I mean, it's always good for Papa G to have his little breakdown on the podcast. I guess it gets attention.
I'm sorry. My therapist tells me that I'm a little bit emotionally unbalanced sometimes.
A little.
For the record, I hope you guys do know I was playing it up a little bit for comedy's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like Stephen Molyneux.
Yeah, we noticed.
One of my most hated times, like, here's the thing, I like critics and like video essay stuff sometimes and stuff, like I'm like really into that stuff, but like one of my most hated types of YouTube content is like videos by people who are like to act like pseudo intellectuals, and like they like to like speak in certain ways and act all smart, but really they say very little. Like that's like kind of my most hated types of YouTuber, aside from like people like Logan Paul or whatnot.
Oh well, there's been studies of this thing here. Yeah, you asked 10 people in one spot in the country.
Well, it's not just
Specific
that,
type of outlook on life, and that's gonna be your basis for the whole nation.
yeah, or a lot of people, or there was one video, I can't remember what it was on. I think it was on Yakuza or something. I don't even remember who made it, but it was like they brought up a point about the story and whatnot, and they spent 8 minutes like procrastinating the point, going as slow as possible. Then they reached the conclusion. They're like, "Whoa, isn't this great that I discovered?" And I'm like, "What you discovered is the most obvious fucking thing in the world, dude. Isn't that impressive?" Or like another person I'm gonna throw shade on, or a video like from a YouTuber Downward Thrust, where most of his videos are like, he says very simple yet obvious things that like, or if he says anything at all, sometimes he just describes situations or whatnot, and like his videos are just like 8 minutes of like filler and like 2 minutes at the end where he sort of makes a point, but it's like something that literally anyone could have told you in like 5 seconds or whatnot. Oh yeah, I have a bone to pick with some YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, any other YouTubers you need to pick a bone with before we move on?
no, those are the two ones.
Yeah, Papa G. Any other YouTuber? Sorry.
Well, that DolphinVi guy is an asshole. His voice is really annoying, as well as Inquisitor. In fact, that whole podcast he does with three of those guys do with Papa G is pretty annoying. I hate them. Other than that, no, I don't have anyone else.
Not even Logan Paul.
Then
mean-
he's worse. He's worse than all. Like he's a special. Logan Paul is a special kind of awful. He's like, there's like bad. Like I've skills for YouTubers. There's god tier. There's amazing. There's pretty good. There's mediocre. There's shit. There's bad. Then there's the god awful.
And there's Keemstar.
Then there's Keemstar. Then there's god awful. You're so god awful that I hate your face. Then there's you're so god awful that I not only hate your content, I hate you as a person as well. And that's where Logan Paul is.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, are there any YouTubers you guys dislike?
All gamers coming together for the podcast. So happy.
Sorry.
By the gamers, for the gamer.
Yeah. So I wonder, where do we go from here again? Was there something else we want to talk about? I
well,
can't remember now.
Are there any YouTubers you guys have a bone to pick with?
Presently, not really. I mean, there's always JTech, but I mean, you can't pick up one with him. You can only throw trash at him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I also do
With a hobo on the street.
Well, I guess Nintendo Labo was released recently. Do you have anything to add about that?
But only Nintendo could get away with selling cardboard.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they're innovating still.
Yeah, they're innovating ways to recycle all that crap that's stuck in their offices.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about all this cardboard? Let's sell it.
Yeah. I'll admit, I will admit, I was completely and utterly shocked when I saw the reveal trailer for Nintendo Labo. I was like, see, my exact words were, "What the fuck is this? And why is Nintendo really trying to sell us cardboard? If so, what the fuck are they thinking? Are they high?"
Nope, Nintendo's really trying to sell cardboard, and
Yeah,
they
at least Sony
could
gives
probably do it.
plastic.
Well, all I have to say to that is, have fun with selling cardboard and.
At least Sony and Microsoft and other companies give plastic to their fans.
Yeah.
Not some item that's going to be used in a cat litter box, like cat box.
I will admit though, it is. I guess it is kind of unique. Like, it's kind of cool. I guess that it's like attaching to the Nintendo Switch and do that. I don't know. Kind of reaching.
A special needs kid using, I don't know, a sink as a volcano for his science project.
Yeah. Well, takes that.
It's unique.
Mm-hmm.
It subverted my expectations.
Yeah, and we all know how you love that, don't we, Papa G?
Yeah. Alright. Hashtag Ryan Johnson did nothing wrong. He is God. He is my Lord and Savior. Moving on though.
Better pray to him then.
I do. I pray to him every night that he will come to my house and bring me to direct the next film that everyone wants to see, and that will be The Last Airbender 2. Like, it'll be a three-way direction between me.
Yeah, well, he's going to have to get into a death battle with Shyamalan first before that happens.
Well, no, all three of us will direct. It'll be me, Ryan Johnson, and M. Night Shyamalan. All three of us will direct them together. Maybe I'll also direct the Emoji Movie 2 or some other quality classics that I know people are just demanding.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Yes.
Yes, Ryan Johnson, if you're listening to me, Yes, Ryan Johnson, if you're listening to me, I am very well available to help out with anything. Please call me. I love you.
Just don't be surprised if you get a call in the night when he says he's lonely.
I won't.
Yeah.
I'm lonely too. Oftentimes, I stare into my mirror and ask myself, what are you doing? Then I think maybe one day Ryan Johnson will come and whisk me away from this and bring me to Hollywood.
If he comes, then you're going to be one dirty kid.
What if he might be one day?
Selling some pretty bad jokes right now.
That's what this podcast is when you get down to it.
Anyway, anything else we could talk about that's more sane, that's more based in reality? Oh yeah, you said something about an Intel processor, I think, on the DolphinVi, is that right?
Yeah,
You
that
talking about
Spectre problems are coming back.
Uh, really, that sucks. Can you go
Yeah.
into more detail on it, or
Yeah, it's one of those security flaws in all Intel processors. More of them are now popping up. So,
Oh,
I mean, Intel's really not having a good year at the moment.
hopefully things are covered for them. Good luck,
Yeah.
Intel.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure
as much as I haven't
Intel
liked Intel from the beginning, I mean, I don't want AMD to get too good, or else all of a sudden competition goes back. I want there to be competition.
Yeah, competition is always a good thing. At least that's what capitalism says. I personally think communism is a more likely solution, but I feel pretty alone in that.
here to Canada. Oh wait, they're slowly destroying whatever made other nation great. Never mind.
Brian Johnson would understand. He'd understand that communism is really the way.
Do you have like a poster of Karl Marx in your bedroom or something?
No, but I do have a picture of Jesus, but Ryan Johnson's face glued on top of it. I sometimes surrounded by candles, and I sometimes worship it. That isn't weird, is it? I mean, everyone has one, right?
A picture of who?
You know, Ryan Johnson. He's like cool cat, you know.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, moving on. Intel.
Yeah, we can get away from Papa G's weird fetishes. Let's go to something else.
Hashtag don't kink shame, bro.
Well, you can have whatever fetishes you like. We're still going to call them weird, though.
Don't judge me. Don't judge what we keep in the closet. We all have our weird thing.
Hey, what you keep in the closet is your business. That's not what we're looking at.
Yeah. Hey, the moment you put it out on the internet, it's no longer in your closet.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm always scared. I feel like I always need to preface this that I am joking around because I always come across that one person in life who thinks that I'm being serious. So for the record, I'm a very healthy person. At least I like to believe I'm healthy, and I'm very mentally sound.
Yes, perfectly mentally sound.
Yeah. I don't actually have a picture of Ryan Johnson. I don't worship it. I swear to God. Anyway,
God.
I only believe in one God.
Shut up, young man.
I only believe in one God, and that is the God of gaming. And
What's the god of gaming?
Yeah, no kidding.
he is Crap Gamer and he's Crap Gamer and JTech TV and Rags and a bunch of other notable YouTubers combined into one. And he won't appear.
That doesn't sound like a god. That sounds horrifying.
Well, like he's like I made
like some which Lovecraft himself would have wet nightmares about.
Well, like I made a mistake. He's the Satan figure in the story. The real god of gaming is someone who doesn't have a name because he's too special to have a name. You see, thousands of years ago, during the dawn of gaming and stuff, and yes, there was gaming thousands of years ago, he sacrificed himself for the sins of people who bought microtransactions and agorious DLCs. And he would, and like he said to them, I am dying for your sins of buying DLCs and microtransactions.
Should I be worried about this guy?
What? You should be worried about this guy? No, he's a cool cat. He's really cool. He died for our sins of buying bad DLC and microtransactions. So like when we die and go to gamer heaven, I'll immediately die and go to gamer hell where there's only shitty EA games and whatnot. We'll now have a chance of going to gamer heaven where there's good games and whatnot.
Definitely be worried.
Gamer heaven and gamer hell, then. Okay.
It's a real thing. Look it up. Google it. So, I have literally no idea where to go from here.
Yeah, we really didn't expect that. We went to a whole new different topic than what we planned.
We weren't expecting you to invent a new religion based on video games. Let's just put it that way.
I wasn't expecting it either. I honestly wasn't. It's just I just started saying words and it just came out of my mouth and stuff. Sometimes I just say words and stuff and they form sentences. Like a lot of people like to think that I like most people think before they talk. Oftentimes I just talk without thinking and then that forms the sentences.
Mm-hmm. But we have come to notice that, don't worry.
Yeah. You can't deny one thing, guys. This podcast is most certainly unique. You're not going to find this on anywhere else on YouTube.
It's certainly unique, but unique doesn't always mean good, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, Chris Chan is unique.
yeah, well, here's the thing. Everyone remembers Christian. Does anyone remember, like, let me think of a really mediocre YouTuber that no one talks about anymore. Like, does anyone remember Ray William Johnson?
Who?
That's what I thought. No one remembers Ray William Johnson, but everyone remembers Christian.
I remember Ray William Johnson. I'm kind of insulted that you'd bring him up again.
Well, like, I know, but we're like two of five people who remember him. He's like a dead topic now, and deservedly a dead topic and stuff because he made bad videos. But like, my point is, if you're constantly talking about past time when you're gone, you'll live on through other people's memories. But if you're forgotten, if you're forgotten in the minds of everyone's consciousness, then you are truly dead. But at least that's what I like to believe. At least that's what I notice.
Okay. Getting away from Papa G's futile quest to achieve immortality, what else were we going to talk about?
No.
I'm almost scared to bring up a new topic.
Well, if you want, I can excuse myself for this next topic. I'll stay silent and not say anything weird.
But it's going to be difficult since the next topic I was going to bring up would be the upcoming website we have.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that, or should I talk about that? You should probably talk about it at the risk of me going on another mental breakdown.
Well, you're certainly doing that. I mean, so far it's slow going. I'm still learning how Wix works. But I think it can work well.
Also, random question: do I creep you guys out when I go on my mental breakdowns, or is it funny at all? Because if it's just plain creepy, I'll stop doing them.
That was a breakdown?
Well, like some call it a breakdown, some others would call it reaching enlightenment. Either way, if it's too creepy, let me know and I'll just stop doing it. Okay?
No, I did think you were serious for a brief moment there. Don't worry, it was a very brief moment. You can still go on it.
So, should I stop doing them in the future for the podcast? That I'm asking, because I know some of them can get a little too deep.
Oh, it wouldn't be the same podcast if you didn't do that. You know that.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we're if I remember right, we're also gonna post some of our episodes of the podcast on the website. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be something pretty fun to look forward to. So,
And also to make online courses in the future. On whatever we can think of.
And before you know it, we'll form a global empire and take over the world. And I'll be the brain, not the pinky.
Yeah, you say that.
A what?
What do you mean, what?
Pinky?
Really, I am, Pinky and the brain. That.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know what else to talk about. Should we end here, or do we have anything else you guys want to talk about?
Probably more that we could have been said. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
I've been mostly.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of news lately.
Yeah. Which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your point of view. Because on one hand, it's bad for us because we don't have anything to talk about. On the other hand, maybe it's good we don't have really big drama because that means the gaming world is somewhat still alive. The gaming is not entirely dead yet.
Well, I mean, drama is nice and all, but too much drama has kind of made the gaming area,
Mhm.
kind of very stale place, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, drama
Yeah.
kind of makes me sick and stuff at times. Like,
You need a break from it now and then.
you know, like one thing I loved about this podcast is that we're not just strictly a drama channel where we talk about the recent dramas and stuff. Like, we can like talk about just
Yeah.
cool games we're playing, or I could reach enlightenment over and over again, or mental
Mhm.
breakdown or whatnot. It's like
Yeah.
we move with the wind.
I think it's one of the reasons I like this podcast. I could try to get away from exposed content. I was getting tired of it.
Yeah. And like for a bit I can forget that gaming is like bet I can forget we're all live in a society where everyone's a bad guy unless you're work for the side that is quote unquote the good guys.
Yeah. And, hashtag more drama, there's more people and more news to expose. Yes, and oh, did you know PewDiePie, he said the N-word! He actually said that during a stream, what does this mean? It means he said the N-word, shut up. I mean, come on.
Yeah, oh, hang on just 1 minute. Game theory. Was PewDiePie a white slaver back in the 1600s? As you'll first, let's go into put our gaming hats on, okay? Okay, your gamer hats better be fucking on, you shit. Anyway, PewDiePie.
I'm currently busy trying to draw. I'm not doing anything with gamer hats. Thank you very much.
Whatever. Anyway,
Team Fortress 2 has been ruined by hats.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm imitating game theory, okay? I'm trying to make fun of game theory. As you'll notice, PewDiePie said the N-word on the podcast. As you'll know, only people who have slaves say that. I know that because I myself have slaves. Anyway, PewDiePie said the N-word, and he is white. So clearly,
Someone here has
means
slaves.
Slaves. Am I right? I don't know, but that's just a theory.
A platypus theory.
Yeah.
Or rather, should
like
we say he's Papa Jones or Alex Papa G. Jones?
I don't know. You guys can tell I kind of like throwing shade at I don't hate game theory that much. I don't really watch them that much, but it's like I don't know why. It's like making fun of them just because.
Well, any guy that's willing to go through that kind of go to such lengths with that kind of mathematical, it gets my respect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just some of his theories and stuff like are kind of like, wait, what? You ignored facts and whatnot.
Mhm.
So that's why I just kind of like throwing shade to him every once in a while.
Yeah. Every now and then, someone you don't like just gets popular when they really shouldn't. Like Fred, for example. How the hell did he get popular?
It's like I don't really like the thing.
It's probably the same way the Annoying Orange did.
Oh, that.
Well, the Annoying Orange, I think, started as like a parody of videos like Fred and whatnot. But it got like the thing with the Annoying Orange, it started out as a parody of such videos like Fred and what the Annoying Orange has become. But the problem is, it got popular with a bunch of audience members who didn't get the parody or the satire, so they just did a 180 and like, okay, we're just exactly like these people now.
Or is this still going on?
I don't know. Are we still recording?
Yeah.
It sounded like you did your outro, and I was.
Yeah, I guess we'll end here and stuff then. Have fun, everyone. I promise, or no, I shouldn't promise. I'm not good at keeping these kinds of promises, but I'll try my best to be more mentally stable next time. Bye.